even if it's just hormones and blood flow, it does work. So like it does generate energy that is tangibly felt, clarity of mind. It creates joy and a smoothness, a soothing smoothness. Good morning. I just did a little bit of walking meditation here, and it was the first time doing walking meditation in a long time, a couple of months probably, and I had completely forgotten how powerful and aidful it is in meditation practice. Yesterday I was lying in bed and I was like, okay, like for some reason I can't seem to get past this 20-minute mark in my morning sessions. Like in the evenings it's very easy to meditate for 1, maybe even 2 hours in one sitting. But then in the mornings I feel this agitation, I haven't fully arrived, and then I would go back and forth between sitting and walking meditation. And walking meditation was brilliant when I couldn't sit anymore. Like when I would sit and I would just get annoyed, restless, frustrated, or resistant to meditation. If I just did a little bit of walking meditation, even just 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, that a lot of times would already be enough to recenter me and provide energy and clarity to then sit back down and have a beautiful continued sitting meditation. Sometimes, of course, the walking meditation would become its main practice for longer sessions, 30 plus minutes. And I was doing it here on this beautiful lawn, and it literally felt like there was energy being sucked up from the feet up the legs into the stomach area right here, and maybe also the upper body. And it was a very interesting feeling. I wasn't imagining it. I could literally feel something going up there with every step that was taken in greater concentration on those feet. And it makes so much sense because I really learned this walking meditation practice with that specific technique in conjunction with, I think it's called Satipatthana, I'm not exactly sure. Also sitting practice, where you focus on exactly that area in the stomach, and then later also the body and where you are sitting and so on. But that makes so much sense, and it makes now so much sense also why it worked so well back then when I was on the Vipassana retreat, from the Mahasi Vipassana retreat, how going back and forth from 45 minutes sitting, 45 minutes walking would have such a synergistic effect, because basically what would happen is that we would, and this is how I explain it to myself now, is that we would walk and suck up, and I think, I don't know about that, but it makes total sense that there are probably energy centers or chakras in the feet. They said we should focus exactly on the middle point of our feet. And when I do that, I feel like more arousement there. And even if there are no chakras, even if there's no energy, even if it's just hormones and blood flow, it does work. So like it does generate energy that is tangibly felt, clarity of mind and stimulation in the feet, as I said, similar to when there's more blood flow or energetic arousal. And it would make so much sense, because we would walk for 45 minutes, generate that energy, suck it up from the feet into the stomach area, or that would happen automatically by doing that meditation. And then in the sitting meditation afterwards, we would focus on that point, increase that energy in the stomach and spread it throughout the body, or on the posture, sitting upright. And that eventually then makes that energy flow up the spine and potentially throw you into some crazy jhanic states or mystical experiences and produce insight all the way. Like interestingly enough, when I was on the Vipassana retreat, the first insight on disidentifying from the I thought, or seeing how I'm identifying with the voice in my head, and a separation, a more space in between that happened during the walking meditation. And I noticed it not only creates energy but also joy. It creates joy and a smoothness, a soothing smoothness. So that's really beautiful to see. And now with that extra time and space, back then I wasn't quite sure what to think about all that whole system of practice, but now I see, the more I see the intricacies of its mechanisms and why it works and how it works, the more I can appreciate its value and its place and how relevant it is to my path and how much I want to invest in it, basically, or practice it. And there are various reasons, pros and cons for it, but that's a talk for another time. I just wanted to share this spontaneous, beautiful experience of walking here up and down in this Zen garden. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share for now. Have a beautiful day and enjoy some walking meditation.